Do you have a family member insisting that Charlie Kirk was a non-racist truth teller? Here's some evidence to help you start a productive conversation. In 2021, Kirk made a misleading video saying George Floyd's medical examiner said his death should be ruled an overdose. When AFP fact check corrected him, showing that in fact the medical examiner had determined Floyd's death was a homicide, Charlie Kirk updated his Facebook and YouTube posts, stating, "To be clear, Baker qualifies George Floyd's death as a homicide. We regret any confusion this post may have caused." Apparently, Charlie did not regret causing confusion 4 years later when he said,
according to the medical examiner, he was drug overdosing in real time. That it wasn't because of the police officer, Derek Chauvin, that put his knee on the neck.
Okay, but he killed him,
Again, the county medical examiner disagrees.
Another of Kirk's more famous arguments was that black pilots can't be trusted. To prove this, Kirk told his audiences that United Airlines mandated that 50% of new hires be women or black.
What does that have to do with hiring?
Everything. DEI definitionally is that we will hire more of a race versus a different race. So for example, United Airlines said that they want 50% of their new pilots to either be women or black.
He connected this fact to a dangerous lowering of standards.
Every time DEI is implemented, the lowering of standards occurs.
But United Airlines never put a 50% quota on minority hiring. Here's what the United Airlines CEO actually said.
We have committed that 50% of the class of the classes will be women or people of color.
50% of Flight Academy students were to be women or people of color. Flight Academy students are years away from being hired as pilots. And the presence of more women and people of color in the hiring pool has no bearing on hiring standards, which haven't been changed. Kirk regularly lied about things people said, about statistics, in order to make his arguments sound factual. And because his followers weren't fact-checking, their attitude in the wake of his death has become that anyone reading racism into his regular commentary on black people just can't handle the facts. But often, there were no facts at all. Kirk's lies were used to baselessly demean and attack people. And so MAGA, that's why your non-MAGA friends are so upset. Just because something aligns with what we believe about a group of people doesn't make it a fact. This is a psychological problem we all face. So we all have to do a better job of arguing about the solutions to our problems based on facts from reputable pro-democracy sources. Consider Media Matters for America and their deeply resourced article, Turning Point USA's History of Racism and White Nationalist Ties. For over a decade, leaders in Kirk's Turning Point USA and at its college chapters have used racial slurs and made statements in support of white power. TPUSA chapters have invited white nationalists to speak at campuses. And Kirk himself was a champion of the racist Great Replacement conspiracy theory. There are over 70 incidents chronicled in the article for you and your friends to argue over endlessly. But the point is, there's no counter-argument to be made. For each individual incident someone could argue isn't that bad, there's the reality of the undeniable pattern of racist speech and behavior. Combine that with all the lies, and maybe a different understanding of Kirk is possible to emerge. So check out the Media Matters article and my article, Nobody Understands Charlie Kirk, both linked in the bio, and be sure to follow for more healthy information.